So today on the Fixit Shed, I've got a 2021 Ford Escape that belongs to a friend of mine, and we're going to be taking a look at the front brakes. All right, so looking in here, you can see that it does look like we got some hot spots, so and some scraped metal. So these look like they are definitely in need of attention. There it goes. Alright, gotta hopefully loosen up some of the rust so that this frees up a little easier. Alright, so on the back of the caliper there are two slide pins, and plastic caps need to come off. There's one. There's the other one. Alright, and inside there you need an Allen wrench. It's a 7mm Allen wrench, which I actually don't have, but a T45 Torx will fit in there. And these are not tightened down. They should only be 21 foot-pounds, so they're not that snug. So hopefully should work. Yeah. So I'm just going to pry against the rotor a little bit, if I can get in there. Man. There we go. And compressing the caliper a bit so I can get it off. So if you're looking in there, you know, the rotor is way over here because the brakes are worn out. But that's what I'm prying against. Okay, and now on the other side, now we need to get these clips off, and it just pries out. There we go. And now we can get the caliper off. It should just slide out. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing left on those pads. But, alright. Alright, so just for comparison, you know, this is the old brake pad. This is the new brake pad. And, yeah, you can see, I'm kind of surprised that this passed inspection, which was like 6 months ago. So this groove should be, you know, that's the, when it wears down to that groove is gone, that's the minimum. You know, then it needs to be changed. So not sure how this one passed. So, and I've just got a wire on here, and I'm gonna hang that caliper up on the strut out of the way. All right, so now we want to remove the caliper bracket, and there are two bolts, one here, one here. They are 15mm. All right. Okay, there it goes. So it looks like that had some Loctite on it from the factory. Looks like some blue Loctite. Alright, so with the bracket off, should be able to get this off. Doesn't seem to want to come loose, so I'm going to persuade it a little bit. There it goes. Alright, and I'm going to get a wire brush and clean up some of this rust that's around here. Right, so sometimes when I get involved in the project, I forget about the camera. So out of frame here, I am just cleaning the grooves that the brake pads slide in on the caliper hanger bracket. I'm just using the wire brush on the drill to clean those out. You'll get to see those grooves later when I put grease in them. I need to get this out. And let's take a look at these pins. Alright, I'm just going to spray these with a little brake cleaner and clean them up. Okay. Alright, that looks better. I'm just gonna put a little brake grease on these before I reinsert them. Just light. You don't need much. Okay, that should slide. I've actually got some on my gloves, so I'm just going to grease this up with that. And then slide that in there. Okay. Alright, looking at this. There's just these two tabs here where the brakes slide on. So I think those are okay. And I'm just going to put the old pad there to protect this piston. Okay. All right, that's compressed. All right, I'm just gonna put this on loosely and spray it with some brake cleaner because these are treated, when they're made so that they don't rust. All right, now I'm going to put a little anti-seize around here. Okay, now rotor. There we go. All right, so on the caliper bracket, I'm also going to put a little bit of grease in the slide areas, so that to protect it from rust, and so that the pads slide appropriately. Okay. All right. Okay, now put this back over. Okay, the rotor, and well, the owner does not want Loctite on the bolts. We are going to use anti-seize. So I'm just going to start that one. Kind of hold things in place. All right, and I'm going to put a little bit of anti-seize on here on the threads. All right, we'll start this one. No. Alright, and then put a little anti-seize on this lower one. And then I am going to torque these to 129 foot-pounds. All right. There we go. Alright, so put the outside pad in place. That goes right there. Alright, now for the inside shoe pad, brake pad, you need to fit it in to the piston. So you might need to squeeze these tabs in just a little bit. Get it in there. There it goes. Alright, that's in. So now you want to make sure you get your brake line untwisted. Okay, and these pins need to be pretty far out so that they don't you can get the caliper back on all the way. And then I'm going to try, see if I can get this lined up. There we go. Is that going in? I think so. All right, let's see if we can get the bottom one going here. Yep, that's going. All right, let's tighten this down. All right. All right, there's that. And then these need to be torqued down to 21 foot-pounds. And that's 21 foot-pounds. £21 foot-pounds. Okay. And we can put these two caps back in. Alright, and then the last thing that we need to do is put the clip in place. I'm just going to put the wire in the hole on the top. This is in place here. Put this lower hole in place. And then put the wire on the inside of the tab on the bottom. And that's it. Make sure everything is in. Alright, and this side is done. Just got to get the wheel back on. And then we're going to tighten down the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. All right, and now I'm done with the front brakes on the passenger side. I do need to go and do the brakes on the driver's side, but before you drive this anywhere, make sure that you pump up the brakes to get those caliper pistons set in the proper position before you take it out on the road. All right, so if you got something out of this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to help out this channel, please consider subscribing or becoming a member by clicking the join button below. Thanks for watching. Take care.